Hi there. Welcome. My name is Rebecca Harmon, and I represent New Haiti Enterprises. And I wanted to introduce a very special guest I have with me today. This is Lena, and she is Miss Petite True de Nix, the Haiti Pageant International contestant. And I would love to just have her share with us today about something very special on her heart. There has been a lot going on right now, and I just think I'd love to hear what she has to share. Please welcome Lena.
Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much for having me today. It's a pleasure to be in the platform, having to share my thoughts. And as you said, my name is Lena Jean Lewis, and I'm a contestant for Miss Haiti with the platform of Haiti International Pageant. And my platform will be on advocating for kids that are being abused physically, and as well as corporal punishment taking place in our schools in Haiti. But today, I'm really thankful that I'm here today having to speak to you. And to all the listeners, I'm so happy that you're here to listen to everything I'm going to have to say. And on your platform here at New Haiti Enterprise, Rebecca, thank you.
Oh, it is a pleasure. I appreciate your time. I know we've been trying to get this arranged, and you have been so gracious to go out of your way to make this happen. So we thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Really happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me, what can we try to learn right now from you in regards to this new platform you're going to be sharing about? I'm very intrigued by the conversation that's going to come forth from it, because this is something that I would be very passionate about as well. And so please share from your heart. I'm very interested, and I know our listeners will be as well.
Oh, great. So my platform is something that has developed for me very naturally. What I mean by naturally is because as when I was a teenager, I experienced something that wasn't entirely a pleasant experience because I had to confront it something where I was uncomfortable to talk to my parents about in our school. So if I, me personally, I was in school and being abused physically by the teacher,
Mm,
and I would have gone home and not able to discuss it with my mother, which was at the time with me because my father then lived abroad in the US.
right.
So my platform is really to advocate for kids that are experiencing the same thing in schools in Haiti. Unfortunately, this entails something cultural, and some of our community, the member of our community, believe that sometimes it's good to have the kids. I would use it in that term, whooping. Whooping is like a kid's doing something,
Right.
you want to direct them in different direction. You use a belt or something else to basically beat them to make them understand that what they did is not entirely okay with you. In
Right.
my opinion, and based on certain studies that I've done for in psychology, I found that it's not always necessary to have this type of reinforcement,
Right.
because we have effective other effective reinforcement that can be used to grounded our kids in school specifically. Is, for example, we have positive reinforcement, and as well also negative reinforcement is by removing something the kids have to have their recreational time. For example, if they have a laptop or an iPod, they use it to play. If they did something you don't like it, you can remove it until they can come up into agreement with you to do otherwise.
Right.
So this way I'm willing to go, back and forth to Haiti once everything comes down. And right now, as you know, the outbreak and the crisis of COVID-19 preventing us from leaving the country and going outside of the US. But once that is over, I'll definitely be engaged very much in our community and our Haitian community, going back and forth to go to each school that's I know this is still happening, to advocate and vouch that this has to stop, because we can benefit it more from having the absence of that, instead of continuously using that in our kids is being negatively affected.
Well, there's
So
definitely alternative methods that people can consider to use, and I agree with you on this completely.
yes, why those alternative measure can be used, it first it will be benefiting to us as kids. I mean, not to me necessarily because I passed that phase, but I know once I was there, it was very difficult for me to connect with my peers even, and it was also challenging for me to be able to control my anger as a kid, and everything that would happen to me I would rely on angers or feel unable to connect with others. And I can tell you this was really hard for me to leave that phase, and when I did, it was about time, and I'm very happy that I was able to do that. And if it wasn't with that, maybe I wouldn't have this voice I have today. Although I'm grateful for the experience I have, I do want other people to feel the same, that they will be grounded and have someone speaking on their behalf, because it can be very much uncomfortable to go home having to speak to your parents. So my line of work will be to empower kids to know when they should speak to their parents regarding what's happening to them, empowering the schools to know this is not necessarily okay, and to empower the parents to know, to empower your kids that when something like that would happen to them, so they can come to you and speak to you regarding the abuse that's happening in our schools.
That'd be fabulous. I know there are a lot of students just in any country, but specifically for Haiti, I know that you feel very passionate and trying to help them. And I would agree there's got to be somebody that can be there for these kids to be able to encourage them that they need to try to communicate with their parents and allow to open up that stream of communication and have an alternative method of trying to work things out so that the child can learn to curb their behavior but not be fearful of going home, not have so much anger pent up inside them because they're concerned about the situation of how the parent's going to respond and afraid to even speak to the parent, and then therefore maybe getting into even further trouble because they're not getting to work through that initial problem.
Yes, essentially, this is what I'm really advocating for people, including kids, parents, and the school, to know this has to be removed. Uh, we almost having a bad rep in diaspora, that when you address this, people always gonna say, "Oh, that's Asian culture," but I don't think it's something positive to say this is Asian culture, because something like that can be detrimental to the kids,
Right.
and term of like their coping mechanism becoming an adult. And that's why I think it should be removed, because it's not representing us in a positive light. And my time here shouldn't be affecting me reaching the audience that I want to reach. And this is why I'm very grateful to be in this platform and talking about it. Hopefully this reach the ears that it's essentially need to reach, the principals, and as well as parents that may be living abroad and having family, extended family in Haiti, can hopefully this will have an impact on those listening right now.
Yes,
I
I
hear,
certainly hope so.
yes.
That's excellent. Tell me, I'm curious, how long have you been working on your platform? Is this something that's been a passion of yours for quite some time, or is it something that just came up recently?
It came up recently in 2017,
Mhm.
and that happened right after I was at the town hall meeting that took place in Brooklyn, New York. We had our president, Jovenel Moise, that was in the US at the time. He was here to talk about the annual fiscal law that just took change in Haiti at the time. So I went to that town hall meeting, and at the end, there was a session,
Mhm.
and I raised my hand and I was able to ask my question. My question was entirely unrelated to physical abuse and corporal punishment in our schools. It was until the prison system and the injustice and overcrowded of the penitentiary in Haiti at this time. So I asked him, what is your plan? I hear everything you said regarding the tax and the annual fiscal for this year. But what is your plan regarding the prison system? Because I know it's overcrowded and there's a lot of unhuman activities taking place right now in our prison. He had promised to address it to his administration as soon as he went back to Haiti. And right after this time in 2017, I've heard rumors, not necessarily from reliable sources, that things was going taking a right turn in a positive way. However, it's still the same right now.
Mm.
So when I spoke to him in that meeting, asked him that question, it brought me back to the days when I used to be in school. And also it brought me back to the days when my parents, my dad specifically, used to tell me about the embargo that took place in 1992. And I feel like what has been implanted in me
Mhm.
for today and being able to speak in that meeting is because I was empowered by my dad. It's because I felt since I was a little girl, I could speak up when something happened because my dad made sure that I understand what was happening prior even I was born. So when I asked him in that meeting, I felt that he responded to me uh, in a positive way, and he was able to do. He was willing. He said he was willing to do something, although that didn't happen necessarily.
Mhm.
I felt powerful at the time, and it brought me back to if I had a healthy childhood in my household, is because my father did something necessarily. So I know while I was in school, the thing I was getting at home was being affected because I was being abused physically in school. I should vouch for the ones that now being affected in school.
Right.
And this is how it started for me. Those two things that connected the dot for me. And I said, you know what? The power that I had at that time, not necessarily every kids have that power now to say something. So I took into myself, if I can do that directly by being an advocate of every meeting, because a meeting not going to happen every year, maybe I should develop my platform and take part in the pageant. So this is where it's all started for me.
Got it. That's wonderful. Well, I'm very excited for you. That entire conversation. I feel like we could go further and further and further with it, even if we wanted to. But I mean, I'm I'm super excited to see where that's going to go because there are so many children that are going to benefit from this in the long run. And I know that you can also have a great impact on other individuals like yourself who may feel the same way, but just haven't felt the ability to speak up about it yet. So you may be able to stir them to be more confident in sharing what they believe.
Yes, and this is another thing too. I'm so grateful for New Haiti enterprise, because when I connected with James, after that, with the people, for example, like you, he connected me. It's been tremendously powerful. Being able to speak with you and having this platform to share my thoughts and my concern for this, it's been very much appreciated by me. I couldn't be more grateful for this. And I know in New Haiti Enterprise, we also do other work. For example, we are fighting against the hunger taking place in Haiti. And as well, we wanted to give a platform for those politically that feel unembraced, they're not fully embraced. We wanted them to come to us and use our platform as a leverage to to get the power, that to be empowered and get their words out there. So for me, in the start, I necessarily didn't feel lost, but I had no embracement in how I can go out there and get the words out there. So when I began to connect with your platform, it's amazing to me now. I can speak to you and having the listeners knowing my concern, and hopefully somebody else can take interest in that and become a part of this organization to see how we can help them grow, and as well as being let us be the bridge they need to connect wherever they're going. So
I,
we have the platform of New Haiti Enterprise.
I really appreciate you sharing that. Lena. We are just very grateful for the vision that James Dumont has had when he started New Haiti Enterprises. He and the team just really all work well together, trying to meet the needs of each different individual or group that come along. If somebody has idea or a vision on how they can do something to improve the cause in Haiti, New Haiti Enterprises tries to come alongside them and help equip them and connect them with the people who can make that dream become a reality so that these things are getting accomplished. We're actually trying to empower others and equip others and connect them with the right people so that these things can get done, that a new Haiti can come out of the ashes of the aftermath of the hurricane, of the earthquake, and of all these riots. I mean, there's just so much turmoil that has gone on for years. And here there's an opportunity for people to try to come together and really make an impact and try to do not only a small amount of good, but hopefully over the different number of people that hear this and see this, they'll realize that if many come together, we can accomplish a lot of good and really make some big change for Haiti in a positive way. Economic change, even emotional and psychological change. There are a lot of different people out there that need what you have to share. You're speaking
Yeah.
from that platform, and I really appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, thank you so much, Rebecca. And also, I would like to add on that, New Haiti is not only wanted to be a bridge for others, and we also trying to communicate the aspect of wanting to come together with other organizations that are willing and also ready for the same mission that we have, is to embrace our reconstruction of our country, which is Haiti. So, greatly after the earthquake, which has affected the life of millions of people, whether that you live abroad, whether that you live in Haiti. So, in order to help everyone get back into our faith for those that live in Haiti, we're gonna have to put our hands together. And based on our flag, even the motto, the mantra of our flag is "L'union pour la force," and that's a French saying. And if you were to translate it in English, it goes as, with union we have more power, with much more hands we have doing the work, the faster, the more efficient that it can get done. So this is why we really would invite everyone that already in that path to join our platform. Let's be one, let's be a union for la force to get the work done and getting back our country to where it has been. And we can do it now if we engage in these activities and actions of a plan of action for Haiti. And there shouldn't be anything in our way because we have the strength that is needed for that already. And probably some might feel like, okay, I need to be on my own, or my organization is able to do this on its own. But no, once again, remember our mantra. It's l'union for la force. With all our hands together, the work can get done much more efficiently. And if we are really in the interest of the Haitians people, we're gonna have to do that. And if we remember how last year when we had people that come from like the US, they went to Haiti. I have an organization that I know that known as New Force. They went to Haiti. They told me what they seen is that many organization is there, but everyone doing something particularly that can be related to what another organization is doing, but no one is willing to be together. So I'm really invited people to join us, or if it's not us, someone else that you can coincide your work together for the purpose of rebuilding Haiti. I really urge you to do that. It's very important that we have the interests of Haiti in the back of our mind.
Yes, absolutely. And I agree with you completely. It's something that we feel very strongly about, trying to have various groups understand that there is power in numbers and that there is a strength, not just from a financial standpoint, but more importantly, a strength from the vision that each of us share, having the heart for Haiti and wanting to serve together so that the needs are actually being met, much more valuable to get the job accomplished and know that there is progress being made and it is being done together in unity, which is what ultimately we want to be able to have inside Haiti again, is that sense of unity among the people so that everyone can enjoy this new Haiti being reborn from the ashes of all the devastation.
Yes, Rebecca, totally agreed with you. Having all of us together is going to be a big change that needs to take place now. And not just because the change needs to happen, but because the people watching us, the kids especially, are
Mhm.
waiting for someone like their hero to take this action. So we really invite everyone, whether you a teenager, whether you mid age, whether you live in Haiti, whether you live abroad, wherever you are in the world, as long as you're listening to this, I really hope that we can all take part in the change that Haiti needed. And if you need to connect with us, for sure, come to the development, send us an email at developer@newhaiti.com. We'll be happy to hear from you, your feedback, if you have any connection. If you don't necessarily want to connect directly with us, you can refer, give a referral, anything that you know will help in the mission of getting this work done, this great work done. Definitely connect with us. And I know James Toussaint also, that's what his mission has been. He has been connecting everyone that he knows that can help Haiti to each other. And this is only the start, and we are not willing to give up until that we can get this done effectively and efficiently for Haiti and the people living in Haiti.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I know
Yeah.
that there was some other parts to your platform. I'm curious if you wanted to share that with us today or on a future call, completely up to you.
Okay. My very much passionate ideal in what I'm doing right now is fighting for two major causes that I think are needed to happen, especially within the schools and as well within the prison system.
Mm,
Those are two major aspects within the society that we know is very important for the embracement and well-being of anyone that is growing up. So the school, why I'm very much interested in that is because personally I experienced rather an unpleasant experience, which turned out to be a very um, positive engagement for me right now because I use it to raise my voice and to empower other. I want to continue using it for that. And the prison system is because I can't sit there watch the unhuman treatment that's taking place in our prison system, the hunger and the missed opportunity of the people in there. So I believe justice sometime, I'm not sometime, at all time need to be served is something, is someone or something tend to violate the well-being of a society or wanted to disrupt the function of a society.
yes,
However, I do think when we have those people behind bars, we have to treat them first as human.
yes,
If we have a room with the capacity of just 12 people, but been occupied by hundreds, that
yeah,
already explain the mistreatments that's taking place there.
yeah,
And if we have, in biology, they even explain to you, if you need to be well and healthy, you have to have at least 3 courses of meal per day, or two even. Let's say if you were to narrow down for to say the list,
right.
people in there, they've been treated as really not even animals. They have receiving one meal per 24 hours.
Mm,
So, and for for us as New Haiti fighting for the hunger, that's something I really want to connect with,
yeah,
having a core with New Haiti, and as well as my mission to fight for the injustice and
yeah,
the broken system that we have in our justice system in Haiti. So the platform now, I divide them in section, I would say, because my platform for my pageant is fighting for physical abuse and corporal punishment in our school. And this other platform I have, it's something outside of that. But this is those two topic that I'm greatly passionate about, and I will not stop talking about until I see changes, in both.
Well, I applaud your sincere willingness to try and speak up on behalf of these causes, because there's something to be said for someone who is willing to stand up for those who have no voice. And in both these cases, these individuals, these parties do not have a voice. They do not have someone to help open the eyes of those that need to see and need to realize people do care about the treatment of those in the prison system. People do care about the treatment of these students. And we need to make sure that these voices are being heard. You
Mhm.
are an excellent example of being able to stand up and do that. Thank you for your willingness to share about that today. I'm really hopeful that those that hear this are going to understand that this is something that we need to address more. We really need
Yeah.
to dig deeper into this.
One thing I would like to add on, we have our government, yes, and I want people to understand this is not just the work of an administration. This is the work of every individual, every citizen of the Haitian descent. Once again, even if you live abroad as a diaspora or you live in Haiti, because it could well be that you have a person, a father, a mother, a sister, a brother that also can be incarcerated in Haiti for something that maybe they committed, for something that maybe they didn't commit it. So those all these things should come into consideration when we think about what's happening. Is not just the work of me or the president or the administration at this time. It's for everyone to pay attention. What's happening is our civil right to make sure our justice system is intact, and no one, including the government, is not going to violate this right. It's the right of any civilians to receive proper treatment, basic proper treatment, as having food, and as well as having opportunity for education. I spoke to a friend recently when I embarked in this journey that mentioned to me back then, maybe 4 years ago, when you are there in jail being incarcerated, you have the opportunity to choose to learn at least one subject. Now that is eliminated. That's no longer the topic. So, and also even for the prepare the meal in our prison, the person we have there as the cook or the chef is not always there, so the the inmates have to take it into their responsibility to do it for each other. So that's something else. Think about it that way. What if we have someone that's there? What if we have a family member, a friend of a friend? How would we feel to hear this is what's happening? And once again, I think of it that way. Without a grounded justice system, a solid justice system, a fair and just justice system, we don't have a country. Many other things are valuable to know, that the country is really focused on democracy. But without that, I don't see how can we refer to our country as democracy, or and the purpose and the interest of everyone involved or living in that place. So this is what I want everybody to think about. Everyone listening to us right now, to know that this is not the job of the government in Haiti, the president or their administration. Is for all of us. We should be engaged in what's happening. We should want to know what's happening in our country. And if you not necessarily going to speak up, if I am speaking up about this, I would really hope that you listen closely and see how we can all come together for the change that needed in the justice system. What's happening there, it's unhuman.
Hmm. Well, thank you for enlightening on this information, because there are those that don't have an idea of how bad it has gotten, and the fact that things are being removed and eliminated that were once there. I think people need to realize these things are happening, and the opportunities are not only very limited to get the word around these days, but I think that given the opportunity to speak up, if those who hear this can share what they've heard, it will help get the word out there more, and hopefully to the ears of the right people. I appreciate so much that you were able to be with us, Moise and Lena. And I'm not sure if there is going to be an opportunity to have you discuss this at a greater length with us in the future, but we appreciate how much you shared with us today. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and thank you very much for being with us today.